Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for the July PEAL Pause. I am Jenna Jackson. I am Vice President of Business Development with the Wisconsin Healthcare Association and the Wisconsin Center for Assisted Living, and I appreciate you tuning in live or listening to this cast today. The PEAL Pause today, we are going to discuss the importance of change. I recently thought about what it takes to create change, and I remember a story I heard a long time ago. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but it's called the pot roast story. A young woman was hosting a dinner party for her friends, and she started a delicious pot roast. One of her friends joined in, enjoyed it so much, and she asked the young woman for the recipe, so she wrote it down. And upon looking at the recipe, her friend inquired, "Why did you cut off both ends of the pot roast before you prepared it and put it in the pan?" And the young woman replied, "I don't know. I cut the ends off because I learned this recipe from my mom, and that was just the way she's always done it." So her friend's question kind of sparked a thought in the young woman, thinking about, why do I cut the ends off the pot roast? So she called her mom and asked her, she goes, "Mom, when we make that pot roast, why do we cut off and discard the ends before we set it in the pan and season it?" Her mom quickly replied, "Well, that's how your grandma always did it, and I learned the recipe from her." Now the young woman was really curious, so she called her elderly grandma and asked her the same question. "Grandma, I often make that pot roast recipe and I learned from mom and she learned from you. Why do you cut the ends off the roast before you prepare it?" Grandmother thought for a while, since it had been years since she made the roast herself, and she replied, "I cut them off because the roast was always bigger than the pan I had back then. I had to cut the ends off to make it fit." I love this story because I think it's true for so many of the things that we do in life. We have been doing certain things for so long that we rarely stop and question the rationality behind our actions. As this story demonstrates, for any change to take place, the first step is gaining awareness of what we're doing. You know, the saying goes, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And it's my personal belief that if you truly want to create change, the first step is to take the time to actually become aware of what you've always done. Now, how does this relate to long-term care? How does this relate to the actions that you take within your own assisted living facility? So being aware of what changes need to be made will support you and your staff in your quality care journey and allow you to achieve the highest levels of quality care. Change has a positive impact on long-term care in several ways, and it enables improvements and adjustments that address the evolving needs and challenges of the aging population. Change is an important part of long-term care, as change has brought about advancements in innovation and technology, person-centered care, advocacy and policy changes, staff training and development, and so much more. Take a look at your own facility and your own staff. How many of your daily procedures or practices fall under the, "well, this is the way we've always done it" category? By embracing positive changes and continuous improvement, your facility can create an environment that promotes the well-being and dignity of the residents you care for, while ensuring they receive the best possible care throughout their aging journey. I challenge you and I encourage you over the next month to review your facility's policies and procedures. What can you do to promote a new process or implement a new plan or spark a new idea? Be the change. It will have a meaningful impact on your residents and your facility. Thank you for tuning in today. Please reach out to me with any questions about PEAL or the WIC-SEAL program. I hope you have a wonderful day and take good care.